Hello. In the Dominican Republic, Güevedoce, from Spanish Güevedoce, from Dominican Spanish huevos a los 12, testicles at 12, are children with a specific variation of sex development. I'm going to come up with a more pronounceable term so it's easy on me. Maybe something like Nemo's, being that he's a clownfish who can change sex. These individuals are classified as girls when they are born, but around the age of 12 they start developing male genitalia. This is due to a deficiency in the production of 5A reductase, an enzyme involved in the metabolism of testosterone in dihydrotestosterone. The same phenomenon occurs in Papua New Guinea, where it is called Kualo Atumolo, literally a female thing changing into a male thing, by the Sambia people. I probably butchered the shit out. And in Turkey. And Fausto Sterling states that Nemos, as I'm going to call them, as well as people in Papua New Guinea with a 5A reductase deficiency, are recognised as a third sex by their cultures, while the cultures are nevertheless recognise only two gender roles. Sorry, I'm speaking loud to get these bloody words out. The first scientific investigations of Nemos occurred in the 1970s when Julian Imperetto McGeneely, an endocrinologist from Cornell University, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, travelled to the village of Las Salinas in the Dominican Republic to investigate reports of female children becoming male children at the onset of puberty. The cause is determined to be the 5A reductase deficiency, and the results were published in the journal Science in 1974. The frequency of the deficiency was found to be unusually high in Las Salinas, with a occurrence ratio of 1 Nemos to every 90 unaffected males. The transformation of a phenotypically female child into a phenotypically male adult at puberty, which is reported to be celebrated in Dominican culture, is the result of a genotype male with XY chromosomes born with a deficiency in the enzyme 5A reductase. 5A reductase is responsible for the reduction of testosterone to the dihydrotestosterone. Dihydrotestosterone, DHT, is the hormone responsible, got that right first time, for the majority of embryonic development of primary male sexual characteristics, such as gonad size. However, the oxidized form of the hormone, testosterone, promotes secondary sex characteristics. Thus, an XY child without functioning 5A reductases cannot convert testosterone in the form that develops primary sex characteristics and will have the appearance of female gonads. At puberty, when large amounts of testosterone are produced, secondary sex characteristics, e.g. deepening voice, hair pattern changes, muscle anabolism, etc., develop, thus producing a phenotypic male. In countries like the United States, intersex children are often operated on immediately after birth to make their gonads appear either typically male or female, which is technically a violation of how that person is meant to be, intended to be by nature, and surgery really should be at the age of consent, so they can consent to it, basically. In the Dominican Republic, Nemos are regarded as a third gender, experiencing ambivalent gender socialization. In adulthood, Nemos most commonly self-identify as men, but are not necessarily completely treated as such by society. These incredible individuals further illustrate that biology isn't definitive and not only on a spectrum, but a lot more complex and fascinating than we think. We shouldn't be afraid or alienate people who are different, but be amazed at the diversity and embrace the beauty of diversity, not feel threatened by it. And nature does what it wants and not what we dictate. And something I saw and read online made me want to add this also as a reminder, and that is, don't forget, sex is biology, gender is a social construct, gender identity is expression of one's gender based on personal feelings. Thank you.